We've just announced our first birthday special back at Off the Square on the 17th of April.
And we're launching a brand new series, getting to know the artist better ahead of the big day.
Let's get into it.
Hi guys, it's Daisy from Outer City, and today I'm having a chat with NinaRosa ahead of our first birthday event on the 17th of April. How are you, girl?
Hey, chick.
So you played for Outer City back in September.
I did.
Which was our second ever event. So thank you for believing in us from the very beginning.
Thank you for having me.
And you're coming back as our closing out for our first birthday, which is really exciting.
Yes.
So for anyone that missed that show in September, what can they expect from the first birthday show?
Good question. Good vibes, good fun. A new keys player. More horns. I'm feeling horny. No, sorry. Inappropriate. It's going to be my last live gig for a while. Because I'm going back under my shell a little bit. Doing another hiatus just to focus on some other fun stuff. At least till like the end of the year.
Yeah, how would you describe your sound to people that maybe haven't been to one of your shows before?
I'm inspired by like a lot of soul, funk, some slight jazz influences in there. People like Leanne LaHavas, Esperanza Spalding, but then also people like Sasha Kibo. We've been loving her.
Yeah, we love Sasha Kibo.
We love Sasha. There's so many. I think if I was to say like a main thing, it'd be probably kind of neo-soul, but there's some like poppy influences in some of the newer stuff. My first single was like quite rocky, which rogue.
Yeah.
I was just feeling angsty when I wrote it,
bit.
so. But
A little bit of edge.
yeah, I think vocally it's more kind of soul.
So yeah, you've had a big year of like gigging with your Club Academy headline, Castle Hotel, and then your first festival as well, Green Island. What have been your like personal like favourites and kind of highlights of, well, I guess the past year as a whole, and then from those gigs as well?
I was very lucky. I mean, hard work, but lucky in the sense that I had a really good year of gigging and a lot of opportunities, which was great. You know, Green Island was so fun. It wasn't like people that I know, so it was my first like audience of new faces and stuff like that, and so I ended up getting like quite a big crowd together as well, so that felt really good, and the response was great, so it was fun. But and it was a good little piss up afterwards. And then probably other highlight being Club Academy, because I mean that was just mental as well to even land, in the sense that I'd only debuted in February and I was doing Club Academy by May.
So yeah, kind of like another big moment as well, which was really exciting, was you got track of the week.
I did.
Was it introducing Channel Islands? Is that right?
It was.
So yeah, how was that? Like, because that was like the first demo to ever do it as well, wasn't it? So
that was mental. So I remember I was down in London at this like Ditto event I got invited to. And I was speaking to some radio producers down there. They were saying to me like, you know, especially with track of the weeks and stuff like that, they would never really play live demos unless they were recorded in like a BBC studio. It's like the way they kind of do things. The fact that they were willing to like go against that for my demo was like mental. When I found out, I was like, what the hell? It got paired with like a big old interview as well about my journey and stuff like that. So I was like, oh, if it was like an actual track, like imagine like what could be done kind of thing. So it gave me like motivation to keep going, definitely. They normally email you every time you get played on the like the radio, like they'll send you an email. And I've had like loads come through, like, and this track of the week was like in September, wasn't it? Like I think it was literally around the time of the Outer City gig. So it's been months and it's still getting played. And sometimes I don't even get emailed anymore. Like I'll get like mates just text me like, I just heard you on the radio, and I was like, I didn't know I was getting played today.
you've just had some funding.
I have.
For some
Art House Jersey.
Shout out.
Shout out, thank you.
For like recording and releasing.
Yeah.
Well, I guess kind of the flip side to my last question, like how's like the next year kind of shaping up for you with like your recording and releasing?
So
What's to come?
I'm grateful to Art House Jersey, thank you guys for funding me. I had like a real stop moment where I had planned to do all these recordings and I was unable to. So then when I finally came back to music and everything, I spent the year gigging entirely just to kind of evolve my sound, see what I like now, especially because like I'd had 2 years off by this point. My interests have changed, like things I like listening to, my voice had changed. I had to like rewrite songs to my new kind of voice and stuff like that, and its abilities. I like knew I wanted to record a release. I just couldn't afford it. I was like, you know, I work and everything, but that's going on my rent and stuff, and like I would never expect any other kind of payment from my family or stuff like that, in the sense that like obviously they'd be willing to help me whenever they could, but also they're like my dad's like retired. They got me this far and I'm grateful for that. So the last thing I'd ever want is to take more from them. So to be able to have funding is just like phenomenal, and it means that I get to explore like my past ventures, but now funded. We're doing 3 singles. I'm hoping that by the end of that I'll have a bit more funding to then move forward with finishing the EP. Like, I'm just spending the whole year recording those 3 songs, hopefully the rest of the EP as well. And like we've just been in the studio doing my first single at the minute, which I'm really excited about. But even that, like I'm really dedicating my time to refining it and getting everything how I want it to be. Like it's not going to be a recorded song and then just release straight away. Like I'm going to get them all done, think of how I'm going to market it, how am I going to release it, everything like that. Like I'm putting my thinking cap on. So the rest of the year is shaping up to just be focusing on that. But it's like exciting and it's a new venture.
Is there anything that you can tell us about the new music, or is it all a bit under wraps and mysterious for now?
It's less that's under wraps and mysterious. It's that, like, when I write a song, it takes me like a year before I'm happy. Like, even like some of the stuff that you've probably already heard, I'm like, she's still a work in progress. There's things missing. So we've got one new one that's done to performance ready, but I'm still like I'll play, me and the band will do it, and they'll be like, yeah, that was mint. And I'm like, And they're like, go, it sounds good. I'm like, Can we go back to that bridge bit? Like, I don't know. Yeah. I've tried to change the chorus like so many times, and they're literally like, no. And I'm like, okay.
Well, didn't know if you wanted to talk about it. It was just about your like vocal diagnosis.
Yes.
Just for like people that may.
Oh yeah, true.
Or like,
what,
just for
what
some,
is she on about hiatus?
just for some context of about the hiatus that you mentioned before. Yeah.
So, long story short, lost my voice completely. I was like, what is going on? Went to some doctors, got told I had nodules, the dreaded pitch perfect thing everyone always refers to. Like,
I have notes.
Then they were like, you just need to rest for a while. I literally went like mute on and off for like a couple months, trying to save it. Then nothing changed. Went to more doctors. They were like, we have no clue what's going on. I was like, cool. Went to another doctor. They were like, yeah, you don't have nodules, but we still don't know what it is. And I was like, cool. So we're bordering like 2 years at this point. I'm fed the fuck up. And then I finally got through to this surgeon who was like, what is this? And they basically did like a kind of like, I guess like a seek and find operation. She kind of just gave me an ultimatum. She was like, we can put you under, have a look, figure out what's actually wrong with you, and then bring you out and tell you what it is and make like a plan moving forward. Or whatever we find, we just deal with there and then. So I was like, at this point, I was like, do it, cut it, snip it. Like, I don't care. I was so fed up. And then it turned out that after all this time, when I came through, it was a problem with my edema, which had completely like become all inflamed and stuff like that. And they think it was due to, I've got silent acid reflux, really sexy, I know. So that probably tied with like singing a lot, talking. I'm chatty Cathy. Just didn't do me any favors. And then all it took in the end was they gave me some like steroid injections directly into my vocal cords, so it calmed it down, and they kind of just like reset my voice. And and then since then I've just been back. Obviously, like my voice still to this day hasn't been the same, and it's been hard like having to learn how to use my voice again and like not be able to do certain things that I used to be able to do, but then I also can do other cool things now that it's changed. Like it's helped me with my lower tones and stuff like that. So it's got its perks. It was like it's got its perks, and there was like definitely like a really depressive time with it, you know, like you're struggling with it. But you know, I'm also grateful. I wouldn't change anything because I'm grateful for the path that I've now landed myself on, and whether that's because, you know, that had to happen in order for that to happen, then so be it. Like, we're running with it. It helped me get to where I am now, definitely, I think, because it's like an interesting story, but I don't want it to like be, that's it, like that's the girl with the edema, like weird thing. Yeah, it's just trying to keep up with the vocal health always. It's so hard because it's like a more like a maintaining thing now. Like I've always got to try and keep it chill. So yeah, but that was my journey. That was why I had my hiatus. came back gigging, and now finally get to record. So excited.
Yeah, it is so exciting. Well, I think that's a good reason for everyone should buy a ticket.
I bloody agree. I think they
All
should.
of this new music.
I think they should. Come listen to me chat some more shit and sing some shit.
Buy a ticket.
Come buy tickets to outer city.
It's better if you sing it than me. That people be like, I'm definitely not coming. If it's me.
No, they would. I've heard you
Whoa.
sing. Whoa, 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 mysterious girl. Wanna get close to you.
Come on, move your body.
Perfect timing.
And on that note.